guys, what is going on? Blossom is back and welcome to a very special episode. In less than 24 hours, we will see, I believe, Italy play Turkey in Euro 2020, which is taking place in 2021. What? But anyway, to commemorate this special occasion, I want to show you what my predictions are going to be for the predictor. So we're here at gaming.uefa.com, link in the description if you want to predict your own brackets, tournament predictor, and how I think Euro 2020 will unfold. Now, before I get into the tournament prediction, all I want to say is that there is a Euro 2021, Euro 2020, however you want to call it, carbon fiber competition going on in my server. So if you're in my server, make sure to also give and send in your predictions in the football channel, and then once you give in your predictions, you are automatically entered into the carbon fiber competition. Basically how it's going to work, and I have to say that this competition is sponsored by Pops, so shout out to Pops. Basically how it's going to work is that everyone in my server, we're going to put in our predictions for Euro 2020 if you want to participate, and for every I think prediction that you get right, you get 10 points, and for every prediction you get wrong, you get negative 2 points. So whoever has the highest amount of points at the end of the tournament wins a carbon fiber pack. If there's a tie, Pops will decide who wins. Anyway, I'm now going to do my own tournament. So let's begin and click play. Now, I just want to let you know I'm not like those football pundits or those like football channels. And for the respect for, you know, the continent of Europe, I'm gonna be calling this football, not soccer. I'm gonna be calling this football. But yeah, I'm not like those football, you know, YouTube channels out there where they know every single stat and they know every single player for North Macedonia and Hungary. I don't know that. I am your average, regular football enjoyer, okay? So this is kind of a very average prediction from someone that knows a bit about football, but not a lot. So with that disclaimer said, let's get into it. Group A. Now, personally, I think, you know, Italy is most likely going to be the favorites to win it. I believe that they have the most pedigree, I guess, and I think they have the best team, even though I can't name a single person in the Italian team. I think they have Immobile. See, my knowledge about football is incredibly old. I still think Immobile plays for Borussia Dortmund, but I don't think it does. This is the problem when you only care about the Bundesliga. But you know what? I don't think Italy is going to finish at the top of the table. I like upsets, okay? I enjoy upsets. I'm gonna keep Wales on top. I think Wales is gonna come in first, Italy second, Switzerland third, and Turkey fourth. The thing is, Italy is like, yeah, I knew they were really good. They won the World Cup in like 2006, but then didn't they like not even qualify for the 2018 World Cup? I know, I'm wearing the Germany kit and we were trash in 2018, but I don't think Italy even qualified. I might be wrong. I might be thinking of something else. The last time I watched the Italian national team was when Germany played Italy in Euros 2016 when Zaza took that penalty that took like 10 hours. Remember that little run-up that he did? Such a meme. I think Wales is going to end first, literally because of Gareth Bale. I know Gareth Bale wasn't on good form in Real Madrid, but he did end off the season at Tottenham on fire, scoring 2 goals against Leicester, kicking them out of the Champions League. That still hurts me, okay? I really wanted to see Leicester in the Champions League, but I think Bale is on fire. They also have Ramsey, and that's literally everybody I know for Wales. But I think, you know what? They're gonna cause the upset. I think Italy is going to choke. Switzerland is coming in third. They have some pretty decent players. I mean, decent as in like, who do they have? They have that one goalkeeper that plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach. I think it's Sommer. They have Zaha and they have Shaqiri, right? I love how I did that because Shaqiri is short, but who am I to say that? I'm short, I'm 5'8". But that's my predictions. Wales, Italia, Switzerland, Turkey. Now let's move on to Group B. I'm going to put Belgium on the top. I believe that Belgium has passed their golden age. I remember back in like 2018 during the World Cup, I said that Belgium was going to win the whole thing. They had Kevin De Bruyne, they had Hazard that wasn't crap, they had Thibaut Courtois, they had Alderweireld, they had so many amazing players, but now I feel like they're kind of getting old. They have Lukaku as well, but they still have a really great team. I think that their golden age is kind of dying out a bit, but they're still the best team in this bracket by far. Second place, I'm gonna give it to Denmark. I know Russia had a pretty good 2018 World Cup, beating Spain on penalties. But I haven't followed Russia since. Is Golovin and Daizuba even still there? I have no idea. Denmark, I'm putting in there because I know that they have Eriksson, who's pretty decent, and I think Please don't kill me if I'm wrong, but I think Poulsen is Danish. Is Poulsen Danish? I think so, but I'm gonna put them there. Russia third and Finland fourth. The only person I know that plays for Finland is Pukki, and he plays for what, Norwich or something, and they got like relegated, but now they're getting promoted again. I mean, honestly, I see him as an old, short, fat egg, and he might score a goal or two, but I don't think Finland's gonna get anywhere. Next is Group C. Now, the Netherlands is an interesting one. Now, I don't know much about their coach, but I heard that their coach is like hot garbage. I heard that their coach was like really, really bad, and he was like in Crystal Palace, and they got 0 wins or whatever. The Netherlands is a pretty interesting one. They also don't have Van Dijk. They definitely don't have Van Persie. This is how old I am when it comes to football knowledge, because I still think that Van Persie and Robin plays for the Netherlands. I think Van de Beek is injured. Van Dijk is injured. So who does the Netherlands even have right now? Like Depay? Not looking too good. Definitely not the Netherlands of old. I don't think they're gonna end first. In fact, I think that first place is going to be Austria, mainly carried by, I think, Baumgartlinger, whatever his name is. I know that he was a pretty decent player, pretty decent defender for Eintracht Frankfurt. And they also have David Alaba, who is someone that Austria can always rely on. Honestly, this is a pretty boring group. I don't think the Netherlands are going to come out of it on top, but they're going to make it through. Third place, I'm going to give it to Ukraine. I don't know much about Ukraine. I only know Zinchenko plays for Ukraine, but I don't think Zinchenko can carry Ukraine out of the group like Alaba can. And also, but Alaba has, I think... Is Hinterrigge Austria as well? I'm not sure, to be honest. But I'm going to put... Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna keep you there. I really wish that this was South Macedonia, because if this was South Macedonia, Group C would basically be anus. You know what I mean? I am so immature, but I wish it was South Macedonia. But, bruh. Anyway, moving on to, or like Scotland or something like that. Anyway, moving on to Group D. I think this one is pretty easy. I'm going to put Croatia on top. I'm joking. England's gonna be on top. England's gonna be top, Croatia second. I think Scotland's gonna be third, and Czech Republic's gonna be fourth. So it's gonna stay that way. England is a fantastic team. I know everyone talks about how England doesn't really have the chemistry, like they have a bunch of star players that can't gel well together. But I'm pretty sure that they'll find a way. Harry Kane is going to score 5 goals regardless who he's gonna play with. I think who else is in there? Jadon Sancho is gonna be on fire. Marcus Rashford's gonna be on fire. They also have Raheem. England is going to be the favorites for Group D. Croatia is pretty decent, but I can't see them going through Modric. I mean, I can't see them ending first. Modric, you know, how far can he carry? If I have so much faith in Austria, in Alaba and Austria, I should have that same amount of faith, if not more, in Modric and Croatia. Croatia also, I don't think they have Mandzukic anymore, but I know that they still have Perisic. I'm a huge fan of Perisic. If you guys know me, I'm a huge Bayern fan. I think Perisic should have stayed. But maybe, there's rumors that he's coming back to Bayern. I hope he does. But you know, England is just too strong, man. Them and their 4 right backs, they're gonna be insane. Anyway, let's move on to Group E. Now, I'm gonna put in my huge Bayern bias in here. I'm thinking Lewandowski is going to carry his team to first, okay? Hear me out. Spain? I feel like Spain's gonna be pretty strong. I know a lot of people are talking about Spain and how like, oh, Sergio Ramos is not there. Not a single Real Madrid player is in Spain. Val, how do you feel about that, by the way? Not a single Real Madrid player is playing for Spain today. Not today, but this tournament. But I think that kind of works out though, because I feel like in terms of a chemistry thing, without the Real Madrid players, I feel like the Spanish players might be a bit more at ease. There's no Barca Real tensions. I mean, who am I to say that, right? When Piqué and Sergio Ramos were one of the greatest pairings ever, and one played for Barca and one played for Real. That being said though, you know, Spain has no Sergio Ramos, Poland has Robert Lewandowski. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Okay, I think Slovakia is going to end last. Sweden in third. I know Sweden doesn't have Zlatan, but they still have some decent players in there. I can't think of any of them. I just have a feeling. I have a feeling that Sweden's just gonna make it through. You know what I mean? Just gonna make it through. Last but not least, Group F, the group of death. Okay. This one's a tough one, okay? For some reason, I think France is gonna choke. That's gonna be the biggest hot take ever. Everyone's gonna disagree with me, but hear me out, okay? Germany won 2014. They choked in 2018. Spain won 2010. They choked in 2014. There's always that one big team that chokes, and I feel like France might be choking on their aspirations. A little quote from Star Wars over there. So I think that France isn't going to end first. I think that they're going to end. I don't know. Okay, for sure. I think Portugal is going to end first. For sure. I think Portugal is going to end first. They have Cristiano Ronaldo. He has a point to prove because he had a crappy season at Juventus, and I guarantee you he wants to save his reputation. There's nothing more scary than the man trying to rebound. Okay, like me. You know, all these lockdowns going on in Malaysia right now is making me fat, and I always like rebound in the gym. I will go to the gym every day, run like 6 miles, do like 100 pull-ups and push-ups and everything. Like, you cannot stop a man that is on a mission to save his reputation. It's the same with me trying to save my fitness goals. So I think Portugal with Cristiano Ronaldo on fire. They have Bruno Fernandes. They also have João Felix. They're going to be on fire. Now, here's the toss-up. Hungary is definitely going to be fourth, but I really don't know who's going to end second. Is it going to be France or is it going to be Germany? Now, if it wasn't for the call-up for Thomas Muller, I would have definitely put France in third, Germany in second. Man, it really goes down to Yogi Love, okay? If Yogi Love plays Leroy Sané, we're gonna be third. If Yogi Love has a brain and doesn't play Leroy Sané, or at least doesn't start Leroy Sané, you know me, I hate Leroy Sané, then Germany's gonna end second. Should I give Yogi Love the benefit of the doubt? I really shouldn't, considering that he took out Thomas Muller for like a year, but it's German bias. You can see I'm a German fan. Number 13 on the back of the jersey. Thomas Muller, baby. So I'm going to say Thomas Muller. Basically, that Bayern midfield is going to carry Germany. And we're talking Goretzka, Thomas, Kimmich, Timo Werner. He's not going to score anything, is he? But we'll have Kai Havertz, who's coming off a high from Chelsea, as well as Rudiger. And then we also have Hummels. I still think Boateng should have been called up. He's fantastic. But I think Germany will make it through. France might have a little bit of ego problems with Mbappe and Benzema. Germany has more of a team mentality. France is more of an ego, and they're riding off the high of the World Cup, which I think, like I said, they might choke on their aspirations. So that's a bit of a hot take. I know nobody's going to agree with me, but I think France, Germany, Portugal, Hungary in last. Now, predict the 4 best third place teams. Okay, obviously it's going to be France. I personally think Russia might make it through for some reason. And then last but not least, this is a bit of a toss-up. Do I want Ukraine, Sweden, or Switzerland? I mean, they are all pretty decent. I'm starting to think maybe Russia isn't going to be in it. Well, actually, it depends on who, what brackets that they're in, isn't it? Russia has a pretty good chance in here, I think, with Denmark and Finland. Switzerland might get the shaft from Italy and Wales. Ukraine might stand up to the... I'm not too sure about Ukraine. How about Sweden? Sweden has Poland and Spain. Aye. You know what? Okay, definitely France. I'm going to go with Russia. I'm going to go with Switzerland. Those are my top 3. Wait, I still... Oh, one more. 4. Okay. Well, it's definitely not Scotland, is it? Sweden has Spain and Poland. And Ukraine has Austria and the Netherlands. I'm gonna go with Ukraine. Okay, so there we go. And we continue. Sorry, Scotland. Sorry, Sweden. But yeah, moving on to the round of 16. Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. I say Belgium's gonna get through. Okay, even though they don't have their golden age anymore. Wales versus the Netherlands. I think Wales is going to go the distance. Once again, man, I don't think the Netherlands is just going to do that well. I know for a fact that their coach has a really bad reputation, and I don't even know who's playing for the Netherlands right now. Like, is it De Ligt and Depay? I'm gonna stick with Bale and Wales, honestly. Okay, moving on with Portugal. Ooh, Croatia and Spain. That's gonna be a good one. I think Spain's gonna make it through. I feel like Spain's gonna have like a rocky start. Not a rocky start, but like I said, they're not gonna end first. But they're gonna pick up their momentum throughout the competition. Obviously, they have Luis Enrique, which honestly, like, I think is one of the best coaches in the current tournament. Luis Enrique. But yeah, moving. Ooh, England and Germany. Oh, wow. I did not predict that. Well, I think Poland's going to beat Russia. Germany is going to go through, for sure. And then let's see, Austria and France. So France is going to go through. And I would say Italy. I have to say, I think that, wow, okay, so Germany, France, and Italy are in the same bracket. Okay, so moving on to the semifinals, or I guess quarterfinals, going into semifinals, France versus Italy. I think France is going to go through. Like I said, I don't think Italy's very strong, but it looks like they have a pretty easy path. Considering how I'm predicting everything, because they play Denmark. I don't think Denmark's going to beat Italy, to be honest. Germany, Poland. So it's basically Bayern Munich versus their striker. But I think Bayern Munich's going to win. And then it's Portugal, Spain. That is going to be a mouth-watering match. I think that's going to go down to penalties. And if it goes down to penalties, Cristiano Ronaldo is going to bring them through. I am a bit of a Cristiano Ronaldo fanboy, I must admit. Next up, we have Belgium, Wales. Belgium is going to go through as well. Okay, now we have Germany, France all over again, and we have Portugal, Belgium. I think Portugal's gonna make it to the final, because honestly, I think Portugal is a very. The thing is about Portugal, right, is that they won the last World Euros, but I feel like Portugal has a stronger team now than they did back then, and that's kind of crazy. Germany versus France, the rematch. This one's gonna be interesting. Ooh, this one's tough, man. Once again, it's egos versus a team. But let's not forget, Germany has Gundogan. You could honestly play Gundogan as a striker. We don't even need Timo Werner. We can play Gundogan as a striker, and we'll have Müller, Kimmich, and Goretzka. It is imperative. Okay, it is imperative yet Yogi Löw plays Kimmich, Goretzka, and Müller. They need that Bayern Munich chemistry. Gnabry, okay, and who's another winger? It's not Coman. We don't have Coman. Oh no, who's gonna be with Gnabry? I don't want it to be Sané. I don't want Sané's going to screw us. This is tough. Who else do we have besides? We don't have Royce. Royce isn't playing. We don't have Schürrle. We don't have Götze. That shows how old my knowledge is. I'm thinking about Schürrle and Götze and Mustafi and it's Havertz, Schweinsteiger. But no. We are screwed with Sané. I guess we can play Kai. We can play Gnabry, and then we can play like Gundogan, or we can play Gundogan on the wing. I don't know. Can we just not play wingers, Yogi? Can we just not play wingers? Can we just play like what's a lineup with no wingers? 3-5-2 has wingers. 4-1-2-1-2. Play a 4-1-2-1-2, I guess. Kai and Werner, Müller, Goretzka, Kimmich. Or maybe, no, Kai, Gnabry. We'll play Gnabry as a striker. Get used to it, Gnabry. Müller, Goretzka, Kimmich. We have Rüdiger, Hummels, and like 2 random left backs and right backs. I don't know who they are. They have Manu in goal. I'm gonna stick with the bias. Germany is gonna go through, so it's gonna be a Portugal-Germany final. Now, this one's gonna be interesting. Portugal is gonna be fighting to retain their championship, and Germany is, going to try and take the crown off Portugal. Here's the thing, okay? My brain says Portugal. My heart says Germany. And the thing is, I really think Portugal is gonna win it. But if Germany ends up winning it, and I ended up going with Portugal in this prediction bracket, I could not forgive myself, to be completely honest with you. So I'm gonna follow my heart. I'm gonna go with Germany because I honestly genuinely feel that Portugal has a bigger chance of winning it. But if by the off chance Germany wins and I choose Portugal to go through, I can't forgive myself. So I'm putting Germany. Save it. Those are my predictions. You're saved. You saved your predictions. Did it say you are saved your predictions? Is that what they said? But here you go. I should save this image. I think Germany is going to win it. It's a hot take. It's a hot take. But these are my brackets, and that is my round of 16. So once again, if you guys are gonna play along, let me know who you think is gonna win. I'll have the link in the description below for you to check this out. And once again, just a shout out to my server. If you want to try and win a carbon fiber pack, we are running the Pops Euro 2021 carbon fiber competition going on in my server right now. But anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.